see we're still having tea.
Welcome back, guys, to Craft Tea. This is episode 21. It's a very different episode. We're recording this live. I mean, technically everything's recorded live, right? But this is
live.
so very live. People are going to be coming in and out. Probably going to be interrupted 110 times. This is actually the second time we're starting this episode because we were interrupted for like 15 minutes straight. But we'll be popping up. People will be popping in.
We should have a recording sign.
I know, I was thinking about that, but we didn't even have a banner, so like recording sign definitely would have been extra. So anyway, we have Deana Tomas with us.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're probably gonna have people stop by more so because you're here, because you're like a beacon to them. It seems like
You're kind of a big deal, Jason.
yeah, right. They just keep.
I don't feel like a big deal. I feel like I've kind of fallen off a little bit. I know it sounds weird to say,
but speaking of, is how's your shoulder?
so it's actually
So
getting
let's start with
better.
what happened to your shoulder.
So
Let's start there.
Because you've been out because you literally couldn't craft for a little while.
Yep. So basically, I'm a flight attendant in my real life,
Really?
everyday life. Mhm.
See, I didn't know that. This is why I like my show.
So I'm a flight attendant, and I got hurt on the plane. So
How?
Let's
You
I
appreciate the
sit
story.
down.
Hi.
How are you? Can we stamp you?
We're gonna warn you. We're recording live. You're allowed to be here, but I just want you to know.
Wave hi to the camera. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you very much. Welcome and stop by and hang out. Okay. As you were, what were you doing when you got hurt?
So I was sitting down in my jump seat, which is where the flight attendants sit, and I'm in the front of the plane, so I'm looking at first class.
Yeah.
Okay, so me in first class, we're making eyes. Hey, what's up? And the cockpit, where the captain sits, is right behind me, but back a little bit because there's a bathroom directly behind me. Okay, so we go to take off, and we're doing one of these, and the cockpit door just flies open. And so
That doesn't sound like it's supposed to do that.
it's not. It's supposed to lock.
I was gonna say that's not even just be shut. Like they're supposed to be locked back there, right?
Yeah. So I reached behind me. I can't do it with this arm because it still hurt, but I reached behind me and tried to put my fingers on the outside of the door and like slam it closed. But because I'm like this, strapped in on an angle, the resistance of the door was so hard, and me tossing the door, and finally got it closed. I turned back around and it came open again, and I had to turn around and close the door again, and I ended up tearing my rotator cuff.
Oh.
Yeah. So and pulling my pec, they're not 100% sure if it's actually torn or not, but my pec and my rotator cuff. So
when do you take ownership of the airline?
I don't. No, they're treating me very, very well. They're taking
doing
care
well
of
by
me.
you.
Yeah, they're taking care of me. So
She's been out.
yeah, I've
She's been working
I
like
hurt
a
myself in January 17th. Yeah.
And Dino's made something or gave you something that you can craft it, right?
What
What
was
was
the
it?
handy helper? Oh my gosh, it was great. It was great. It was so that I could still work on cups.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
You're good.
We're just doing a little craft tea episode, but we're still coming.
Say hey.
Hi.
No problem. I'll jump right over when you're ready. You just stand there and I'll come running.
Yeah.
The handy helper they sent me so that I could still make tumblers because I was having issues. First of all, I couldn't hold a water bottle. Like the weight of a water bottle was too much. So I couldn't hold. You don't realize how much you use both hands
Oh
when
yeah.
you're making tumblers, and
So
so
you
you
can't use
can't.
one.
Yeah.
Sure.
And so the weight of holding a tumbler out to spray paint, I physically couldn't do it.
Right.
So I had my handy helper, which is just a turner without a motor.
Right.
So it's like a hand turner. I'd set it up. I wrapped it up with like plastic wrap so that it wouldn't ruin it.
That's what
But-
that's mine in the beginning.
Yeah, just so that, you protect all the surfaces. But I would sit it up and I would spray paint and then turn it and spray paint and turn it. And it helped so much. It was like a lifesaver. It really was.
That was the first thing I ever got from them. I didn't realize that's what you were using, but now that you said it out loud, I do remember that.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I got from them, and I love it.
It is awesome. It's the greatest. It's just a turner without the motor. So you physically turn it how you need it when you need it. It was perfect for what I needed it for, but because I'm so slow, I kind of got a little bit down on myself and I kind of stopped making cups because of the injury.
Right. That makes sense.
I made them every once in a while, like as needed, but whereas before I was making a cup from almost beginning to ending in a day.
It gets frustrating when you can't keep up with what you're used to, right?
Exactly. It was,
I had like something, so it's like, it's not with crafting, but when I was in high school, I used to work out all the time, right? And I was pretty strong. And then I broke my arm and I was out. And before I broke my arm, I was actually at the strongest that I've ever been in my life.
yeah.
And then I broke my arm. And then I tried to like, stay up with whatever I could do still, but you can't physically lift anymore.
Yeah.
But once I was allowed to start lifting again, I go back and I didn't try to do what I could do. I wasn't that dumb.
Yeah.
I tried to do like even a fraction of what I could do and I couldn't do that. And it was just like messed with me mentally so much that I was like, what's the point? And I just stopped.
Just stopped. Yeah.
And it's like, so I get it. Like that's difficult.
Yeah. I tried going live one time since I did my since I hurt myself, and it hurt so bad. Like it was just,
You can't be pushing yourself that hard.
And that was what happened. I pushed myself a little bit too hard and I was like out for like the next 2 days. I was like, I can't do anything.
And what was driving you to do it anyway? Was it that you didn't want to fall behind, or you just missed it, or you were bored? What do you think your biggest driving force is?
A little bit of everything. I mean, I was bored for sure. Since tumblers have always been like my hobby, my secondary, to work. So if I'm not working, I was making tumblers. And then, when I'm not working and I can't make tumblers, I'm like, what the hell do I do all day? Like, I'm just like, I just sit there and eat. Or, I've just started with like a bunch of expensive hobbies now. Like I bought a car, but it's 50 years old and it needs to be completely restored. And I dropped like $10,000 in like 3 days on buying parts for a car.
Now we're talking my language.
I was gonna say, yeah.
It's a Datsun. It's a 240Z, and so it's very expensive. And it's.
You guys have a truck too, no?
We've got 12 cars between the two of us.
They're very much our people.
They're very much us.
Yes.
I think that's the first people that I've heard that might have a number that's higher than ours right now.
Yeah.
I think we're at 10 right now.
Yeah, we've got 12 cars.
You gotta be up there.
And it's but the thing is, so my fiance does he works on like old like Japanese cars, and what he'll do is he'll buy them and they're like totaled. Like a tree fell on them.
Sure.
Or something crazy like that. And then he'll bring it home. Of course.
Right.
And yeah, like literally drag it down the road. And then he'll like fix them up to like his style. And then he'll sell them, but he records it for YouTube.
Sure.
So he's got his YouTube channel, and he
I love
he just does that. But he's at a point where people are literally giving him cars.
Pretend we're not here.
I completely forgot that I didn't tell you that when I got back from Daytona.
I showed him your guys' the Hummers. He loves them.
Well, we appreciate it.
He loves
because they are also sucking all of our money.
Look, believe me,
Car parts are expensive. They be adding up.
it's insane. I'm a car girl now with my new car.
You have a sticker and everything?
No.
It's the worst too, because the amount of time that they take to work on till they're done. Like you work on a tumbler and you're like, oh man, this is going to be like a few days or a week until it's done. And you're working on a car, it's like this is going to be like a couple years.
Yeah, but see, that's my thing.
And we're
And the investment's so much higher. That's the frustrating part. You're like, I have X amount, usually in the tens of thousands invested, and I still can't play with it.
Yeah. Believe me, I know. I know. This is my first, like, all of our, you can hold. I'm Deanna.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry.
That's okay.
Nicole is around.
I wish I was
she's
Nicole.
bopping
I love
around
her.
somewhere. This is her cup.
Okay, so that's what I'm like.
I forgot my tumbler. I put them on the counter, forgot all my tumblers, so Nicole let me use hers.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
like-
sweet.
That's Nicole's tumbler, right?
I have her other one around here too.
She's so cute. But no, it's extremely expensive. And I always say I'm the queen of instant gratification. Like I want it right now. I want it to be done right now. I want it like
Fast
don't want to wait. All fast set everything. I was just telling Barry that my like turbo is probably all I'm gonna buy for the rest of my life. The turbo set epoxy, literally a game changer, and it's perfect for me because I want to do it now, and I want it done now. When I went to visit Jerry Bates for the first time a couple of years ago, drove to where she was living in Louisiana at the time, and I spent the night with her, and we went live and made a cup, and she was like, I've never made an entire cup from start to finish in one day before. I was like, you're gonna learn today. Get that Wanvi out, girl. Come on. And we literally went live, and in like a 2-hour live, we made an entire cup from start to finish. I was like, I don't want to wait for it to be done.
Yeah,
I just want it to be done.
I hear that.
And that's how I feel about my new car now. Because I'm like, what do we need to do to get it running right this second? I'm like bringing my tumblers into the car. Like we bought it and it wasn't running at all.
Right.
And it didn't even have a transmission in it, but I bought 2 of them at the same time. So I bought the one that was presentable, that's passing in regards to looks, and then the other one was the guy's like baby. You could tell like it had like all the expensive parts on it, but he wrecked it. So I pulled a bunch of stuff off of that and I was over there turning wrenches. My fiance pulled all the stuff off and put it into the new car. And I'm like, I gotta buy this. And I have literally like a mile-long list, and I named it. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, so cut if you need to. But that son of a bitch is expensive.
Yeah, we curse.
Like,
Is it? No, this is an explicit podcast, so you're allowed to curse.
I was like, this thing is so expensive, and the list is a mile long of all the little things that but you don't realize. I've never realized watching him do what he does with his car stuff, how fast it adds up.
Oh yeah.
It's insane.
I'm building 4 mini trucks right now at the same time. Technically, like they're all kind of in their own processes. And I had to, once it got to like the second or third one, I was like, I need a spreadsheet. And I have a spreadsheet that has, multiple pages to it of each truck that has a breakdown so that I can kind of keep myself in check, because it's easy, especially when you're doing like one part for this one, and then you're like, oh, I'll just order a part for this one, and you're not like adding it up at the end of the week. Sarah's literally going to me like, where's your money going? And I'm like,
surprise!
I'm not absolutely sure. And then I create the spreadsheet and I'm like, found it all.
Believe me, I've been keeping all the receipts, and I'm like, I wish I didn't do this. I bought a pair of wheels. They're a company that they're called Hayashi Racing, and they just re-released a set of wheels from like that they used to make like a bajillion years ago. And I was like, I need those. And Miles is like, get the reps. And I'm like, I don't want reps for my car. If I'm spending all this money on this car, I'm going to buy real wheels.
That's how it goes.
And
We've had this conversation a few times.
Yeah, I bought them from Japan, and they got stuck in customs. So I had to pay to get them out of customs. I had to pay $1 bajillion to ship them from Japan, and I had to pay for them. And I'm like, you do this all the time? And I can only imagine that's what he thinks when he looks at my workspace. Now I'm like, it's on the other end of
All
it.
the glitter.
I can only imagine. I mean, it's not nearly as much per item,
Oh yeah.
but it adds up.
Oh, it does.
I always tell people that tumblers it's like a black hole.
It's not even, it's like, they're like the weed of crafting.
Yeah.
They're like the weed of crafting. They're like the gateway craft.
Gateway craft.
Because like you can rhinestone a tumbler, you can vinyl a tumbler, you can fabric wrap a tumbler, you can glitter a tumbler, you can sublimate a tumbler. So you can dabble in just about like every type of crafting with tumbler making. Yeah. And it's like, it's kind of nuts.
And even when you get to the
It's a little
epoxy cups, you
overwhelming.
could ink it, you can paint it, you can glitter it, you can foil it, you can vinyl it.
My first ever
And all of those
tumbler.
are separate supplies.
My first ever tumbler was hydro dip. My first 3 tumblers, I hydro dipped them.
And now nobody hydro dips anything.
And I love
Anything.
hydro dipping.
I said it. Well, yeah.
You got the Marabous, we'll send you some Marabous.
I've got
That's what we-
every look. I'm a one of everything kind of girly, and I have all of the Marabou inks. But I started with spray paint,
Of course.
Yeah.
so I've got every color of Rust-Oleum you could ever possibly imagine, and
Same.
like.
Some are
But
bad.
I started off buying like 5 spray paints and a bucket.
Yeah.
And a single Ozark Trail tumbler, and I was like, "This is great."
$8 at a time.
I look at my Facebook memories and it's so funny to see my workspace. Like every couple months, it's like new workspace, and it's like because I
Yeah.
started off on like my fiance's like tool, like
table thing.
his toolbox, like the tabletop
yeah,
use toolbox. And then I moved over to the other side of the garage, and I had like this like little like Walmart,
Are we
you know, the
the
little
same?
thing.
That's it, dude. I'm telling you, everything is just like I'm just hearing like
That's
I'm
why
having
I
like
love
flashbacks.
I'm like looking at the picture, and there's like a single coil overhanging on the wall, and like a gas tank for a mini bike, and it's like. And then my workspace, and it's like three Ozark Trail cups, and like I have stock. I have like my
That's-
3 Hobby Lobby glitters.
Yes.
That's what like Sarah started in our master bedroom. We had just a corner desk in there,
Yeah.
and she had like the silhouette
You
on
hung
there,
a
and that's what
shelf?
she did. And I hung her
No
a shelf,
details. They were just details on cups.
wine glasses, yeah, like wedding orders and stuff. So she'd have those in stadium cups and stuff, and she'd have them just like stacked on the shelf above it, and that's like all she needed. And then she was like, "I need more space," so I moved her out into the garage. But at the time, I had gotten her a Jeep, and I was redoing the Jeep custom for her. Like I was getting it painted black, I was plastic dipping all the trim pink.
Yeah.
My
I was like,
car is going
sweetie, I can't work on the Jeep if I lose the garage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like then the Jeep ended up going outside. She's like, but I need it. So yeah, she was in a living room. Jeep went outside. She got a part of the garage. Then she got half the garage. Then she got the whole garage.
Literally.
Jason took it so well until one day he walked in the garage, and he really didn't say much about me taking over all of his space until because I got the big rolls of bubble wrap. It was
Oh my gosh.
Made it my Harley.
sitting on the seat of the Harley. It was bubble wrap. It's light, and
Yep.
lost it.
It was the straw that broke the
You
camel.
gotta stop.
Found it, but that being on the seat was it.
I'm like, this is all I am trying to maintain of my own garage space
Oh,
is a motorcycle's worth. And I can't even have that.
can't even have that.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Hi.
We're just recording craft too, so if you need anything, we are still here for you.
Oh, good. Like,
Now I will jump up at a moment's notice.
I don't know where the bling box. Can you tell me about the bling box?
Yeah, so I figured it'd be the best way to do it. We released rhinestones actually like a couple weeks ago. I thought the easiest way to put the colors out at the same time, because we started with 19 colors, was if I did like a Christmas in July advent calendar box. So there's 19 SS20 stones in there, and then the other 6 boxes have a QR code that'll link you to a pattern,
Template.
yeah, what was the 20 ounce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for a 20-ounce tumbler, and it'll be SS20. So there's 6 different templates that come in there too. So 19 bags of SS20 stones and 6 tumbler templates
They will download.
come in that box.
And so it's 6 completed projects in the box.
So she color coded the templates, but she did not take into consideration if she used red on 2 of them. You know what I mean? So depending on the color you choose, but there is more than enough stones in that box to do all 6. It just depends.
You just choose the color. If
If there's only 1 green in there and 3 of them need green, that's real. And I don't think I really would have taken that into consideration until after anyway.
right.
Rookie mistake. But as well
For the
as
next
more
one.
stones, yeah, she can make 6 completed tumblers with those. And still have stones left over. I think you use like under 2,000 stones per tumbler.
And by all
Each
means,
bag has 1440.
if you get one, you can rip them open as fast as you want. But the instructions are on there. We will do a live starting July 1st every day, and we'll go a box at a time like a traditional advent calendar. I just figured I'd theme it around Christmas in July type thing. So Yep.
So on the site we have the rhinestones now. Individual.
Yeah, if you want to see the colors that are actually in it, if you go on the site and look up the rhinestones, all the colors are like available for purchase now.
Okay.
All the SS20s are not available because they're all in the boxes, but you can at least see them and get an idea for what color stones are inside if you're interested. So all I wanted was like a Harley space of space, and I couldn't even have that. Couldn't even have that.
Oh my
It
god.
was
We'll jump back over anytime you guys need us. You just let us know.
I can't even say anything. We're the same person.
That's what like
You and
we
Miles are the same person.
Sarah, and then we sold a house, we moved, like, and you go to a realtor and they're like, what are your like musts? And you're like, you're like,
I need
I'd
a
like
craft
to.
space.
And I was like,
I need a
a garage. And then Sarah's like, well, I need a pool. And then like, we're looking at houses and we're like, we can't really find a house that has the pool and the garage.
Yeah,
and we're like,
that would
okay, well, it costs less to install a garage and a pool. So let's do the house with the pool.
Yeah.
So now last week, we just finished filling the pool in because we don't use it.
That's a story for another day.
And we're still working on if we are going to follow
Sounds
through
wild,
with the
that.
construction of the garage at all. So like we ended up giving Sarah what she wanted again.
This house.
Yes, because happy wife, happy life.
No, because it's a block from your best friend's house.
What he said.
So we went with the pool,
Document this.
and to this day, I have no garage.
Oh no.
I bought actually, I wish I
Instead-
learned it sooner. Still not like a solution, but storage containers, like storage, not that expensive.
Look.
And now we own two.
Wait till you
One-
know what's in them.
One of them is full of like random stuff, personal stuff.
All my old craft stuff.
Yeah,
That's
basically.
not the one I think you'd be excited about.
But the other one I use kind of like as a garage. It's got mini trucks in it now. So that's what like,
Pull
it's-
in for the winter.
Yep.
You probably don't have that problem down there.
More questions.
Yes,
This
ma'am.
really pops on a cup. Absolutely love it.
Yes.
Do you have any other bright colors like this?
Blue sky would be another one. Anything.
Oh, I love blue sky.
Yeah, anything high sparkling iridescent. So cotton candy magic.
yeah. Yeah, so that was like, it's like $2,500 for like a 40-foot storage container.
It's got a lot of space.
Yeah, I could fit like 2.5 trucks in there. So like if it was cars, I could definitely fit 3 cars in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't build a garage for $2,500. So like, like I said, I don't have windows and all of that stuff, but like for just needing to get it out of the snow and everything,
Yeah.
it was the best option. I wish that I'd thought of it sooner because the trucks have sat out in many a snow.
Yeah, and it's not fun. Rust and all that. And salt. Well, I was gonna say if they're just sitting there, they have to worry about salted streets or anything like that.
Yeah.
Ugh, the rust that comes with that. I hate it. But no, the garage is so funny because I started off on just his toolbox and then I moved over to the opposite side of the garage and that spot was open. Our garage is weird because in one corner is our laundry room.
Okay.
So like we have our washer and dryer in that corner and we can't really do anything. And then
Sure.
he's got like his in the front corner is like his toolbox and stuff like that, right up against the door so he can work on his cars.
Yeah.
We've never been able to put a car in the garage just because it's so short. But he was really into mini motorcycles.
Okay.
And so he used to have like 4 or 5 mini motorcycles lined up like right in the middle of the garage. And I felt so bad. I was spray painting in the garage.
I know where this is
and
going.
all the spray paint dust and spray paint little
The overspray?
Yes, all over the
Mhm.
mini bikes. And so he's like, you can't spray paint in here anymore. I was like, fine. So I'd open up the garage and I'd spray paint outside. And then I spray painted an orange cup and it got on the black Lexus. Little orange overspray all over the entire car.
What did you use to get it off?
We painted it. He painted it brown.
Now it's an orange car.
That's it. He's into drifting.
Okay.
So that's his drift car.
Is there anything he's not into?
Literally, if it's cars or motorcycles, he's into it. Period. Like
Nice.
he can talk to you all day, all night about his cars and motorcycles. But he doesn't like supercars. So like if you're into supercars and he
Like expensive cars?
like Lambos,
Yeah, right.
stuff like that. He's like, don't care because he likes like shitty cars. And by shitty cars, I mean like his car that he drives every day is a 1986 Toyota Corolla wagon that's like literally got holes in the side of the car. Like it's really cute. I'm gonna show you a picture.
I was gonna say it's so random. I'm like trying to like.
Random, but it's like that's the Corolla. And then oh, that's my car.
Oh, it's fun. I love that.
But like he's been working on his YouTube stuff, so of course it's like
Right.
and then that's one of the other cars in the driveway. We're 3 deep, like 3 wide, I mean,
Right.
in the driveway right now. So that's one of the other cars, but that's not one that he drives all the time. There's my dog. My car when I first got it. My car when I first got it again. This is him drifting his Corolla in like our friend's parking lot.
Nice.
But like it's literally, I mean, this is the kind of stuff he's into, like crappy cars. And scams.
It's fun.
But
Fun.
yeah,
You don't mind as much if it breaks.
exactly. He might.
You want to beat on it.
He might. This is one of his other like that is crap. But he also likes trucks that are tiny. I don't know if they would consider them mini trucks, but
No, they're mini trucks.
little tiny.
Well, you said you got a Datsun, like the Datsun trucks, the Datsun pickups.
yeah.
So dope.
This is a Datsun pickup. Or no, this is the Roach. So that's a Toyota pickup. And then, but he bought a Datsun, and that was one of his, like, I think that was his second video, is that he bought a Datsun 620 and he redid it. He painted it and everything.
TumblerCon. When, or I guess, how did the prep go for you? Did you have a lot of prep to do? Was it?
Yes, but because I'm the most extra person you'll probably ever meet in your life.
I don't know, because I've met Nicole, so.
Me and Nicole talking.
Like, we'll find out.
Let me tell you, I told Nicole that she's my emotional support friend for the weekend because we have been like going back and forth and talking, and you know, it's been crazy. I overthink everything. I'm just that kind of person in general. I didn't start my Facebook group for like 4 months because I was trying so hard to think of a good name for it that would be popular. I mean, it's like literally I'm a psycho. So I have like 40 notes on my phone right now of different lists to prepare for TumblerCon. Like the things that I need per cup, who I'm getting things from. And then I decided that I was going to get everybody like their own little swag bag on the side. So everybody was going to get a bag of like goodies from people that like companies that I love, like a kind of like a favorites bag.
Sure.
And so I did that, and I had to get stuff in from everybody. So I was making lists of things that I got and things that I actually received, and what like I was waiting for, and who to follow up with on things, and another list for people that I reached out to, and like lists on lists on lists on lists on lists. And so everybody got their own swag bag, and then I had to make a packing list on top of that. And then I decided that I was going to make everybody a tumbler for my class. And
For your Tumbler making class.
yes.
All right.
I had to buy all this stuff to make the cups, and so I was making lists to see what I was waiting on, and then I was making lists to see what I needed to do next. So
You want to put your shoulder to the test.
yeah, it was definitely yeah. Miles definitely got roped into helping out. Definitely got roped into helping out. But the prep of all of that was insane, but it was so worth it. When I was in my hotel room yesterday and I was putting the bags together for everybody, and I was like, oh, they're so cute, and I love them so much.
They're just gonna have to Photoshop me back.
I don't even think you were gone technically that long when it comes to the miracle of editing.
You guys have a lot to do. You have to literally figure out how to do X amount of cups in 2 days, right?
Well, yeah, was that the prep work you were talking about? Or were you talking- Because I just went through all my lists.
See, and I feel like you teachers do it to yourselves though too. Like the first teach,
100%.
you hear about one teacher like, yo, did you hear that Nicole's making everyone shirts? That motherfucker.
I'm like, I'm gonna make everybody
Now
Tumblr.
I have to make everyone a shirt plus a tumbler.
Look, I
And
didn't
then the next
know.
person hears, do you know that Deanna's class is getting tumblers? Are you fucking kidding me?
Did you really make everyone a Tumblr? Girl, I admire you. Get it.
I said, so you made tumblers for the tumbler making class. That's nice.
It's me. Hi.
I'm the problem. It's me.
I know. I do it to myself, and it's just who I am. I don't know how to stop it. It's just
So next year you'll make everyone a TumblerCon tumblers.
literally. I'm just kidding.
Put me on that list.
But no,
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get everything done that I wanted to, but
Unbelievable.
everything was already extra. So it's like, it's fine. You know what I mean? But I saw Nicole made buttons, so I told Nicole, I was like, I hope you aren't upset with me. I want to make name tag buttons too. And she was like, girl, yes. She was like, do you want me to make them for you? And I'm like, girl, no, I don't need to add another thing to your plate. I'm going to add it to my plate. And so I sat there and I made name tag buttons for everybody.
Meanwhile, we were like coming up with our price list here, like right here. If anyone, I wish I had the camera set up while like this opened at 9, because the shopping started at 10 and I think I was ready at like 11.
Yeah.
And like didn't all them price sheets. I designed half of them last night and then I forgot half of them.
Oh.
Like I thought I was good and I got here and I'm like, I don't have a price for this. I mean, you even see I didn't even have a price thing for the box.
Oh my
the
God.
limestone box.
all
She's like, I didn't know how much it was. I'm like, oh, well, that's because I forgot.
It's all good. Look, there's so many moving parts to a convention, whether you're a maker or you're a company that's selling like a vendor.
You kidding me?
And her buttons are fancy. Look at that. Her
Button.
buttons are I was like, girl, you so fancy with your metal buttons. She literally made them for everybody. She's like, do you want me to make you them for your class? And I'm like, no, girl. I went to Hobby Lobby and I
Oh,
designed a button. She has a button maker. I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing.
well,
A button maker.
and now there's a new craft that you
I
need.
hand cut circles out of cardstock, and I was like, this is good. No, that is so fancy. Hers
Right.
are metal. Mine are like cheap plastic I got at Hobby Lobby.
Now, it's a new
But
craft you need.
it's the thought that could. No, I don't need another craft. My mom and my grandma and my
We are recording.
yeah. But my mom, my grandma, my great grandma, they're all craft.
Yeah, we are. But you can jump in. It doesn't matter.
Like, join in.
No, we like prefaced it with that people will be popping in and out.
You look good. I just knocked your glasses off. But I saved them.
Thanks, girl. Okay.
I was like, I don't know if they're recording. I don't want to just bust in. I was like,
I'm gonna come visit you.
I'm like, right where all the balloons are.
Okay,
Just follow the kids. They keep coming back.
I'm dead. I love you.
I feel like tomorrow when we go to do like the B-roll one, I'm gonna just take it on the move and go to like the booths and stuff and
And visit
pop in people.
everybody.
Yeah, I think that'll be easier than like. I don't want to sit here anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
People, come talk to me. Come talk to me.
Everybody come.
Yeah, maybe somebody can make me a shirt that says like, "Talk to me" or something tomorrow.
Dead. You could wear like a string with a cardboard or something and write on it. Maybe not. Okay, look, I thought maybe it was good.
It is. We actually.
Sticker on your back.
That's what we did last year. Actually, we made like one of them signs, and then we made the one. We stuck it to Alex's bumper car.
I
It said like, everything's on sale. Because Nikki said we weren't allowed to like put billboards up. I was like, that's fine. I got a roaming billboard.
Fine. Say something about this. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I was here last year for like basically no time at all. I was here last year for like an hour. I didn't even
Really?
get to see you guys. Yeah. And I got in, so again, flight attendant. I wasn't planning on coming to TumblerCon. I found a layover for Dallas, and I got to my hotel pretty late because I think my flight was delayed. And then I Ubered here, and I got in. I think the vendor floor closed at like 6. I think I got here at like 4:30, and I got to see like 4 people, and then I went immediately to CCDIY. I saw Nikki. Nikki hugged me and she was like, "Can you teach next year?" And I was like, "Yes." And she was like, "Okay, perfect." And then I went and I saw Crafty Cow, and I saw Chris at Peachy Olive, and then I was like, that's it. I think
Yeah.
that's everybody that I got to see. I saw Amy from Craft Haven. You guys were already gone, but I saw videos of Alex and her little, and I was like, oh my god, she's so cute.
TumblerCon last year, she was killing it. She couldn't even walk
Cutie.
last year. Now she's running and taking stuff off people's tables.
You're gonna have to strap her into that thing.
We're definitely gonna have to strap her to something.
quick, D. She is quick. I
She's
believe
too
it.
fast.
I believe it. Those 2 feet will carry her gone, and her cheeks just. Guys, I'm sorry. This is very unlike me for craft tea because I like to be hanging out, but someone has to run the cash register. Luckily, it's
Fortunately, people like us and actually want to buy stuff. So
simplified the TumblerCon listings on the POS, so I've been getting back
Boom,
there.
boom, boom. Easy,
I'm
easy.
so-
is it working well?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cool.
I'm so excited. I wish I could take more classes because I would definitely be taking your class, but I'm allowed to pop in, right? And be like,
I don't see why not. I mean,
I said I'm gonna take the camera on like a roam tomorrow for the B-roll stuff. Maybe we can ask Nikki or something, or even ask some of the teachers who are teaching if they mind if we just like I'm not gonna interrupt it, but like be in the back a little bit for like a minute, just for like a minute, like, hey guys, we're walking in on the class right now. I'm gonna see a Deana in her natural habitat.
and they're gonna be like, it's a pirate, get him out.
you can come hang out with us. Yeah, I don't mind. Come hang out.
These kind of conventions are so much fun because we don't get to see each other in person nearly enough.
No, and Nikki does such a great job.
Oh my gosh. When I came into TumblerCon last year for the first time, I said, Nikki, can you plan my wedding? Girl, this is gorgeous.
Yes, what state do you
It's so
think
great.
we can move to?
Georgia?
It's on the list.
Sid, it's got to be like northern.
But it's got to
Northern.
Is there
No,
enough?
we're in North Georgia, technically. Atlanta is technically North Georgia. It's not in the middle.
I know what hurricanes do.
We don't get hurricanes.
We're here to
So-
help you guys if you need. We're just also recording.
But it's not Texas hot.
You
So
gotta
it's
stand
not Texas hot at all. I mean, I'm from New York. The first time I moved down to Georgia, it was a lot. And by a lot, I mean like in New York, a heat wave was like 90 degrees. We like closed off the hallways to our house to have like air conditioning in
Yeah.
the room. But it's like 90-ish, like high 80s, low 90s through the summer. But where I live, where I lived before I moved for work. I live South Atlanta now, right next to the Atlanta airport. But we're from about an hour north of there, and that area is like a big like lake
You are welcome.
area. So everybody goes to the lake, and I don't know if you've heard of Lake Lanier.
I have not.
Well, it's like a thing all over TikTok because it's like
Jason, don't
it's like
say
I
a
definitely
whole
would not
thing.
have heard of it then.
Okay. It's like a whole thing. They're supposedly making a movie about it, but it's the largest man-made lake in the United States. And yeah, they flooded a couple towns to make it.
Oh,
And so people think that it's haunted and there's like a whole bunch of like conspiracy theories and like drama surrounding it. But if you're like a lake person, that's the lake that everybody goes to. So
Okay.
Burnett County.
I wish I could remember about to say
It was so funny.
I forgot.
You're moving to Georgia? Oh my God. I can't wait to see you there. Move next door to us. We
So-
live in Clayco.
Okay.
Ah, w- Rick Ross lives around the block from us.
No.
Tell D.
All right, we're set.
Tell D what you're doing for.
We're set. I said I want to go.
car
I want to
show.
go to his car show next year. It's $750 to register, which I don't think that I would win anything or anything. But it's just once. I don't want to. I'm not going to register every year or whatever. But I want to bring.
a mile from
I want to bring the one Hummer, and I honestly feel like the Hummer would fit right the hell in.
Hell yeah.
Good year.
So-
So we can sleep over.
You guys can stay whenever you want.
I'm sleeping at Rick Ross's house.
I'm dead. I paid $700. I'm sleeping here.
Yeah, this came with a room, right?
I'm dead. No, I mean Rick Ross is literally so I live in College Park. So like Miss New Booty.
Yeah.
That's me. Okay.
This big new booty?
But
D, I didn't know.
no, I'm just kidding. No,
I'm
but
dead.
like
Just like the song, I found you.
I found you.
is my face red? Cause
My booty's big.
stop it. But no, like I'm just saying, come on.
I love hanging out with you.
I love hanging out with you.
I wish we could hang out more. This weekend's gonna be so much fun.
You come visit me. We'll take turns. I'll come visit you. You can visit me. I'll come visit you.
yes.
All right, guys, I'm wrapping it up because I know
Sit here all
that it's getting to the end of the day at work at home. But thank you.
We're gonna have to have another.
No, definitely a more formal one. This has been so fun though. This has been more like just a trip down Deanna's driveway.
I'm dead.
She only came here to say hi and catch up, and I was like, "What are you doing, real quick?"
Yeah, real quick.
It's 45
Yeah.
to 15 minutes.
But I guess before we sign up, where can everybody find you?
Ooh. So at Cerise Boutique on everything. That includes Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, OnlyFans. Just kidding. I don't have an OnlyFans. But
Cash App.
Cash App.
Snapchat.
Literally.
Yeah.
Cerise Boutique on everything, and also my Facebook group Tumblr Tutors. So
Awesome.
yay!
Thank you for joining us. And I would normally say let's get back to work, but that's not what's going to happen. So we'll see you next.
Got an after party
and
soon.
never bring the kettle to the pot.
Now, pour the tea.